Whoa, that was a big stretch. Like, whoa. Okay, 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 okay. Okay, 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 okay. Get myself set up over here. Happy 420, y'alls. Happy 420, y'all. Happy 420, y'all. Just taking a sip of my drink. All right. Since it is 420, we are coming through with the blunt messages for you. So, as I get into position, because you know your girl is positioned spiritually, so when spirit guides say, "Psst, MJ, I'm here to hear what they gotta say and pass it your way," all right? Now, let's tap in and see what we getting straight from the deck, okay? All right. Collective. Spirit guides. Seer of the highest white light. Master Ascendants. Listen. Let's get some quickness for the collective. What is going on in the energy this week for the collective? Y'all gotta tell me if you did like me separating y'all into your actual elements. So we can do that again. Or if y'all like to pick a card. Let's see. What's going on in the collective energy? Anyone sending any negativity, eagle eye to me or anyone in my collective? May it be transmuted into peace and prosperity and abundance in all areas of their life. Because we don't play that mess around here. We are positioned spiritually for a reason. What's going on in the collective energy? Y'all, listen. The 10 of Wands came out in reverse. So who y'all out here doing it all? Carrying the burdens all to yourself? What is this 10 of Wands? Yeah. Some of y'all not even telling people that you were doing too much. I'ma just, like, for real. Some of y'all are not even saying that you feel like you're carrying too much. Some of y'all out here, I'm seeing it, like, stop it. You're in your head. Some of y'all have been having some negative thoughts lately. And I'm telling you right now, those negative thoughts, you can get out your head or make your way to getting out your head, because what I'm seeing right here is that the collective, my love buds, baby, when you were planted, it wasn't being planted so you can be stressing yourself out, okay? You weren't meant to be planted and start this journey to be overly stressed. It was to relieve stress, okay? Y'all are so stressed. Some of y'all are not even telling people that you're stressed. So you're over here being strategic and carrying a smile when you're actually in your head feeling stuck. And what I'm telling you right now is that while you're up in your head, I need you to go ahead and close some of the file cabinets and show yourself a little bit of compassion, okay? I need you to show yourself some compassion, because as you go through the fire, okay, it's inevitable that you're going to hit a wall. And you don't need to hit a wall. What is the Seven of Swords energy? Ancestor Spirit Guide, Seers of the Highest White Light. What is this? Divine Spirit Team. What's the Seven of Swords? Some people want you in this headspace. You feel like you've lost out on something. There was a conflict. Or you feel like somebody's being extra sneaky. Sneakiness is out here twice. Okay? First of all, I'm going to put it out there and I'm going to put y'all on notice. I don't like bullies. Okay? I don't with bullies at all. Okay? I really don't. Some of y'all are about to move away from people, move in a new direction, because y'all had some insight that people really ain't doing the best by you, okay? And while they sat there being sneaky, doing the most, creating conflicts, creating unnecessary competition, thinking that they're defeating you, the whole time Spirit was preparing you to be out the way. For some of y'all, real far out the way. And I'm talking like expanding your business so they have to talk to customer service. They can't even talk to you. I'm screaming. Oh my God, I can't. That just had me. I'm sorry. They really have to call customer service. They can't even get in contact with you. I am screaming. Why? No, but for real, some of y'all have been in your head, in your cave, trying to figure out your own thoughts while people's over here playing tricks with you, trying to like manipulate you. The thing is that your manipulation wasn't done to harm anybody. Okay? You were just trying to make ends meet. You were trying to put this mask on every day, you know, and that comes out as sneakiness in a deck as well. But I'm seeing that you were covering up the fact that you were having these negative thoughts. Okay? You were having thoughts of being like imprisoned, like nothing was working, like even though you were taking 2 steps forward, you know, it was like 40 back, right? So some of y'all, in the midst of that fog, you saw a sliver of like, yes, there's light, there's clouds. You started to take account and acknowledge everything around you that was still moving about through transitions, through seasons, through transgressions, through a lot of things, right? Everything, right? Bugs moving about, knowing that they could get squished at any second as somebody walks about that day. But I'm seeing that like your mental energy has been stretched so far that Spirit is coming in to say no more juggling. You have too many cards on the table, pretty much, okay? Spirit is saying you've been juggling too much, okay? All these things that you think is creating a place of duality is actually creating stagnant energy. You're juggling things to the point of you're not resting. You think that if you keep working, everything is going to add up. But if you see right here, 5, 3, 4, things are out of whack, right? 2, 3, 4, 5, everything is out of whack. You guys are moving through, you're going to have to make a difficult decision this week, is what I'm seeing. A lot of y'all are going to have to make a difficult decision this week, and it's going to be whether you're going to go to work or you're going to take that day, is what I'm seeing, okay? Spirit. Yeah. Because you know what? In order to build something, you have to be present for it. Spirit is saying you sitting here and you juggling so much, you don't even remember which balls are in your hand, okay? You don't remember what the colors are, if they have patterns and nothing. Some of y'all out here and you're like, you know what? I need to start collaborating with better people. This fell over here near the 5 of Swords for a reason. You need to work with better people, okay? People that are not in competition with you. People that are not trying to kick you out of a project. I'm hearing and I'm seeing someone else stealing someone else's work, like, and trying to pass it off as their own. Absolutely not. Spirit is saying, no, we're going to change exactly how you make your paper, because we'll be damned if you sit here and have to constantly have to regulate your own emotions because you're overstimulated. Have some compassion. Compassion is out here twice, the Queen and King of Cups. You guys need to start having more compassion for yourself, okay? Overworking yourself is not going to do much of anything, especially if you're not being empathetic to yourself. You can be empathetic to other people, but in order to be that supportive leader, you need to know that when you work hard, those people on the sidelines are working hard too. So as you sit there and they can dictate and dedicate time to their own self-care, you need to do the same. Entienda. You need to do the same, okay? Because you walking out here, you're trying to heal, but you can't heal and keep trying to juggle everything for everybody else, okay? Some of y'all, your schedule could have been messed up and like, I'm seeing the clash. You're sitting here, you wanted to make sure that your family was well taken care of, and you wanted to be the person to make sure it was taken care of. The thing is that when they start messing with your schedule, you can't show up for your family and you can't sit there and build something else. So some of y'all are starting to recognize this and look at the progress that you've made, and Spirit is saying, hey, okay. Yes, I love to see it. Okay. Yes. For real. I love it. Okay. All right. All right. All right. All right. All right. All right. I love being positioned spiritually. Okay. Listen. Y'all are going to get to a new job or get that promotion that you want so that you can make the moves that you need to make. Some of y'all actually work for yourself, and you're going to get the recognition that you need to get your platform or your business up off the ground to make your family happy and stable, because guess what? You are going to be the reason why people believe that dreams come true. Okay? You are going to be what you thought you'd never see. Total love and support is coming in for you because you manifested it. You prayed for it, you manifested it, and you sat there in your thoughts thinking that it wasn't going to come through, wasn't going to come true. And Spirit said, hey, let me hand you something. Let me hand you a big old something. New career, Bob. New job, Bob. New brick and mortar, Bob. New deposits, Bob. Oh, you said you wanted the opportunities. Opportunities wasn't coming your way, Bob. But baby, first, I know this is going to be hard, but you got to walk away. Okay? Some of y'all got to walk away from trying to be and do it by yourself. 988 is out here. That could be an area code for somebody. Oh, I can't even make this up. 9889 synchronicities and mirroring. Some of y'all are about to take the leap to a new beginning, okay? And I ain't mad at you. But the thing is that you need to walk away, okay? All your wishes do come true when you start leaving things behind. You don't think of it as abandonment in the same form as abandonment as you've seen it, okay? And I know that sounds weird, but okay, I'm gonna use E.T. real quick, right? I'm gonna use E.T., the movie E.T. for reference, right? So Elliot wasn't leaving E.T. behind. E.T. wasn't leaving Elliot behind out of malice, trying to be a menace. That's not what was going on. He was trying to save him because he said, you know what? You've been here for me. I've been here for you. Do everything, you eat my Reese's, you going through my snacks, like, doing the things, right? You were still here. You are not like anybody I've ever met before. And some of y'all, you're about to go into a stage of your life that you've never been in before because you chose to leave the chapters behind. Well, I should say you archived some of the stuff, to better put it. Okay? You was like, I'm grateful for the memories. I'm grateful for the trials, the trauma. It is what it is. I'm not going to sit here and shade on that, right? The roots to that wasn't that deep. Okay? And when I say that could trigger people, but this is what I'm seeing, is that you sat here, even in the midst of having everything going on. This week, you're going to look at everything and say, you know what? I'm not fighting with nobody. I'm not even fighting with myself. Okay? I have fought for myself for many, many years. Okay? I deserve a new beginning, right? I deserve to know that every step I take is an opportunity to do better. Okay? Every step I take is an opportunity to step away from fear, to adjust my suspenders, to hold up joy appropriately and not have to sit here in despair, right? The more and more you're honest with yourself, see? The more and more you're honest with yourself, I can't even make this up, and I did shuffle this before I even came onto this live. You being honest with yourself and saying, you know what? I'm moving away from any dispositions. I'm just going to face everything and reflect, right? So you faced fear. You faced it, each and every aspect of it, right? And what it meant to you. Some of y'all have anxiety real bad, and you can't understand where it's coming from. And the thing is Spirit said, you know what? You're revealing all of the ways in which you have failed yourself and a way of being accountable, right? 1 and 8 is 9. So you have 9 out here, 9. A lot of y'all are at the peak of completing this journey, right? You are completing this journey because 18, 19. Look at that. 10. Boom, bang. Ah ha ha. I love it. Listen, you deserve to be full of joy. Okay? You know the shadows so well that they could drop 80 Legos in your path and you could still make it to the bathroom. You understand me? You revealing to yourself all the boogeymen that were in your closet, under your bed, walking about in your life, like for real. You started revealing to yourself where you really are not scared of that. A lot of you are just scared because no one's ever told you that you're more than your potential. People never told you that you are great at doing what it is that you do. Okay, some of y'all have been losing sleep and have been depressed because you've been trying to peek at things instead of fully opening your eyes to what is in front of you and what you can create when you're actually happy. What brings you joy? Because what brings you joy, what brings you happiness, what comes out as fun is also going to bring you success. Instead of saying all is well, stop lying. That's what Spirit wants you to do this week. No more saying all is well. Stop lying. Yep, put an end to that shit. Done. End of the cycle. Whatever is depleting you, whatever is making you unhappy, whatever is dragging you through the mud and not creating magic, it's not for you. And I had that thought this morning, right? A lot of y'all want creative opportunities to come to you, but you sit there and you feel like you don't deserve them. Some of y'all feel like you don't even want to apply for certain things because, oh, there's somebody else out there that knows more than me. So, baby, let me tell you something. Sometimes it's the value you bring as a person that is actually going to make that gem stand out. If you notice a lot of jewelry that comes out, it is in a setting. They don't just hand it to you and go, hey, here's your jewel. Go have fun. Enjoy. Ta-da. Right? It's all about the setting. And it's all about the memory. It's all about the passion. It's all about what you're going to add to it. It's the ambiance, right? So as you open up to the new love that you have for yourself and realize that you, in order for you to enjoy the fruits of your labor, right? You have to constantly pique your own interest. Okay? Pique your own curiosity, so to speak. So that's what I want you guys to do this week, and that's what Spirit is calling you to do. Leave that whole all is well, oh también, like no. No more everything's good, everything's all good. Take off those rose-colored glasses and see that everything is everything. It is what it is. Some things you don't need to change it because it's not your role to change it. Your role is to change yourself or just leave it where it is. You feel me? This week, y'all are going to be walking away and leaving behind things that stress you out and that don't make you feel efficient, self-sufficient. Okay? Some of y'all took a last stand and you end up battered and bruised because you weren't ready. You forgot your helmet because you didn't sleep. Your alarm clock went off. All I'm seeing is like major pain. Some of y'all could have watched that with somebody that's their favorite movie. But I'm seeing that you need to stop thinking that you have to constantly go for somebody else and then end up with nothing. You're balancing too much, so when you drop a ball, you don't even notice. Some of y'all notice, and then all the other balls fall. Because you focused on the one that fell, you couldn't keep juggling. Your focus is all out of whack. I got Sagittarius out here, Aquarius, Gemini, Capricorn, Aquarius out here again, Sag, water signs, fire signs, Virgo, and Cancer. Yep, y'all are making moves to move out of this mindset and start making head over hot decisions, because y'all being disciplined to yourself, I'm going to tell you right now, that is your protection. Losing control to maintain control. I think I said this in a previous reading. Lightning McQueen. Doc Hudson said it, okay? Listen, stop playing. You got to go so far one way so you can go the other way. Basically, when you can sit there and say, I'm sick of my own ish, right? I'm sick of my own ish. I'm sick of my own stuff. Like, I'm sick of this. You start to change the narrative. You start to rewrite the books. You start being the magician. You start being the freaking Harry Potter that you were called to be, right? No more ish. Nobody hiding letters from you. Nobody telling you that you ain't magical. Nobody telling you that you don't exist. No one telling you that you're lesser than because you didn't have like the upbringing that they did. This week, you are going to rewrite the story. If anything, some of y'all might just look at the book, read the book, burn the book, and move on. Okay? And that's completely fine. Okay? But you sitting there and saying you're fine when you're not a good look. Okay? Because people are going to be like, oh, that's not for real. They're not being real. And then people start moving a whole different way. No bueno. Okay? Gotcha. All right, let's see what the Kipper is saying about this doing it all by yourself. Let's see. This 10 of Wands. What is this 10 of Wands? What is this? Ooh. No, that's a lot, Spirit. I don't want to take too many cards. How many is that? Dropping. Let's see. Phooey. Okay. This week. Oh, man. This week. You know what? I'm going to shuffle it again just to make sure. You know what I mean? Because I'm seeing some stuff. And I'm seeing there's going to be some destruction this week. So y'all need to make sure. Because that moon in Aries just moved into Taurus. So I don't know what it be. And, you know. You gotta do a lot for a bull to come at you and whatnot, but remember, you still got that Aries residual energy. What is this 10 of Wands? Yeah, you were doing it all, but now your manifestations are starting to come through. What is this 7 of Swords? What is this 7 of Swords? Travel. Somebody might have tried to mess up your travel plans. But that ain't happening. You're still going. This 8 of Swords is saying they thought, no. Because they had animosity towards you. Some of y'all could be traveling this week or attempting to, but somebody who has animosity towards you, mentally and emotionally unstable, does not want you to enjoy the fruits of your labor. And this Two of Pentacles, Spirit guys. Yep. And they're mad because you're no longer choosing to balance. You're no longer choosing to juggle, is what you're doing. You're walking away from somebody or a situation that's causing you to juggle. You're no longer juggling. Why are you no longer juggling? Because Spirit said you deserve better. Can't even make this up. Yeah. Some people had concerns about how much you was working. They're like, yo, is that legally like possible? Some of y'all are in a legal or yeah. Oh snap. Some of y'all have some concerns about your contracts and what you could do for work and how to get out of being at work. Some of y'all, I'm going to say this right now, you will be getting some coins this week, okay? And it's not going to come how you expect it, okay? It's coming because the divine is saying it's coming for you because you deserve this. You're over here being in your unbothered energy. You deserve this. As far as the legalities and your occupation, yeah, you're trying to see how, some of y'all are trying to see how much time you could take off. I'm going to just be for real. Some of y'all are trying to see how much time you got and how much time you could take off. And this could be just for a vacation or to go chill with your soulmate because you're sick of, some of y'all are leaving. Some of y'all getting a divorce, okay? Because y'all want to go be happy and you're sick of being around somebody who is cold, heartless, and doesn't want to listen or give to you. Because they don't know how to give to themselves. So you're seeking better. You want a clean slate. That's what I'm seeing. So some of y'all have had concerns over like property, things of that nature. Yeah, bondage is out here twice. Some of y'all feel trapped in a relationship, in a job. I'm seeing in a contract, and you're looking at ways to get out of it. Okay, yep, because you are seeing what happens when you become obsessed with something and stop looking at other stuff, or somebody's completely obsessed with you and you're trying to get a restraining order is what I'm seeing. Ooh-wee. Some of y'all don't want to go home is what I'm seeing. Goodness gracious. Some of y'all are just like, home is where more responsibilities are. Yeah. And when I say, okay, so when this voodoo comes out here, someone is over here twirling a spell, right? Someone could have done a ritual, had a ritual done on you. Yeah, to falsify what they've done to you or try to make you fall in love with them when you really don't. And you're figuring it out that, like, things aren't lining up. Okay? Someone tried to erase what they did. Yeah. And this is revolved around a relationship. So someone tried to basically take somebody from somebody else using a ritual. And Spirit is saying this person is awakening to that, to the fact that they were basically somebody's plaything. And upon awakening to this, guess what comes with awakening? A lot of questions. Asking all them questions. This is awakening, yeah. Some have been awakened by a high priestess, or some of y'all have just found out now. Hello, hi. And some of you guys are realizing that your family is the one sending you evil eye when it comes down to you being with a mature divine feminine. Some of them were sitting there wishing that you didn't make it to joy, pretty much, is what I'm seeing. Some of your family didn't want you to be happy. Some of them wanted you stuck in conflict. Yep, because you'd always be there with them. But, yeah, some of them saw how fortunate you'd be if you let them go. And they just wanted you to be in karmic ties so you could be close. And that's not cool. We don't like that. Yeah. Like I said, some of y'all don't want to go home, but you do know that you're protected. Whether you're in your house or out of your house, you are divinely protected. And Spirit is saying you need to do a ritual for your house. Some of y'all are getting an inheritance because somebody passed away. And it is a house. I can't even make that up. Ancestors. Yep, somebody might have passed away. Condolences to you. And you're about to inherit a house. And somebody is trying to tell... Oh, third party snitch. Look at this card. Someone's mad in the back, like that should have been mine. Like, yo, stop playing. And honestly, you already... Listen, as soon as I said that, you knew who it was. Well, the thing is that you need to keep achieving what you are achieving, baby. Because you're heading towards being a boss, okay? And you know this. Intuitively, you know this. You asked for this. Yep, and Twin Flame is out here. Twin Flame and Healer. Lord have mercy. Let me get up out of here, y'all, because I do got other stuff to do. But if you do need a reading, personal reading, DM me or comment underneath this video because my website is under construction. So I will be releasing all the info come here soon. But some of y'all gonna find out soon that somebody lied on you. And the thing is that how they lied on you is like, what? No, I know you lying. And that's going to be what the judge is going to say. Low key, legal. Yo, for real. I can't even make it up. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Someone tried to keep you confused and like in this whole illusionary state. But the thing is that, baby, I'm hearing a thin line between love and hate. Some of y'all was in a real live fatal attraction. Like somebody did not want to let you go. And I'm literally seeing like Martin all beat up in that scene. I can't even like, no. What's the outcome? Overall outcome for y'all. Let me see. Spirit, what's the overall outcome? Ooh. What's the overall outcome? What was that? Chat. Some of y'all, someone's going to come through and want to talk to you this week. Could be a fire sign. Or it could be regarding a celebration. And about gossip around a father. Maybe father wounds. And how they have caused some destruction in this person's life. And the thing is that this is going to come through unexpectedly. Because this person wasn't used to being a pair, basically. This person wasn't used to being a pair. They were used to being solo because of what they saw, what they dealt with. They were always the lone hero, basically. But they're seeing that it's worth it to reach out. It's worth it to water what they deem as successful. Because no matter what the process says, even if it results in betrayal, this person knows that their energy is the best when it's around you. Some of them are coming in fast. Yeah, because look at it. They're not wasting no time, spendthrift. They're not wasting no time. That their family could think of this as a gamble for them, but they just want to be together with somebody. Yeah, they're taking the courage to to be happy. This person could send a message, or you could have written them a letter, or they're going to send you an invitation. Yeah, to come hang out. Some of y'all about to get married. Don't ignore the signs and how you feel, because guess what? You feeling terrific. It's going to have some people jealous. Ain't your problem, though. That's what happens when you heal. That's what happens when you heal. You get the good treatment, okay? And prosperity and abundance is wrapped up in that. Because guess what? When you with the one you're supposed to be with, I'm going to tell you right now, good things happen. Good things happen. And sometimes you have to be with a karmic person in order to realize that that's not what you want. And it also shows you your growth and how much you've grown through life, through transformations, through transitions, through past life transgressions. Yeah. Some of y'all are going to make a promise to yourself when it comes down to dating, to make sure that it's healthy, to make sure that it's worth it, No more betraying yourself with anything else, anything lesser than. This is your wake-up call. Some of y'all dealt with an unhealthy relationship and you're leaving it this week because you had a wake-up call. You had a wake-up call and you're like, you know what? You were shown that this is a turning point for you. Miracles are possible and you can learn to trust people as long as you make sure you set down the clearest of boundaries. You hear me? Limits. Limit people, even to your happiness. Okay? All right, now I really am gonna leave. Oh my God. Spirit said, shut up and be flexible. I'm screaming. See, I get yelled at too, y'all. I do. I get yelled at too. Spirit be like, what'd you say? Be quiet. We had you do something for a reason. Everything else will be done, okay? Baby, please. And they're saying, trust yourself this week. Trust yourself. You, that angry kitty said, you, okay? Respect yourself. Support yourself. Trust yourself. With the absolute sincerity. You hear me? Absolute sincerity. And be generous. Someone may be generous with you this week, but you know what? Keep an open heart. And if you offer something, offer without expectation. And as me, as the bottom, unconditional love, my favorite. I love love. I love love. I don't like bullies. But yeah, this week you're going to align and harmonize with what is truly for you. And honestly, I couldn't be happier for you. Because, yo, we do be needing that. We do. Totem Guardian for this week. Who's our Guardian this week for the collective? Oh, we got a few out here. All right. This week we have Giraffe, the self-acceptance, the Whale, Resonance, the Snowy Owl for 5, Judgment in our Brown Bear for strength, okay? That's what we have for our totem guardians that are watching over us this week. I'm going to get these out to y'all. It says the Whale. So it reminds us to be consciously aware of the way the outside world reacts in resonance to the frequency that we are emitting through habitual feelings and beliefs about how things really are. Dare to change this cause and effect, not via bypassing any negative frequency that's already sitting inside of you, but instead by noticing it, acknowledging that it's in you, communicating with it, allowing it to pass through you without resistance, and emitting a different frequency once the work is done. Should the echoes of old programs reassert themselves again, be willing to release yet another layer of them, for some of this negative programming is deep-seated and has been passed on to you from generations of people, reinforcing and resisting. And therefore, affirming these negative frequencies integrate these feelings by allowing them to pass through you. Give them your conscious attention instead of plunging into the story that brought them about. Direct this valuable energy buildup with your inward focus by releasing it through tears or anger, motion or stillness, and breathing. Whatever feels most suitable in the moment, allow it to happen. When it's time, consciously replace it with an outlook that feels good and resonates with what you really want to see in your world. That is the Whale. So y'all can see the Whale. Okay. And now we have the Snowy Owl for Judgment. She invites us to look into the paradigm of judgment, being judgmental of other people's choices, actions, way of life, judging where they are staying, and saying, in doing the wrong things implies that we know better what's best for them. It suggests that we absolutely do not trust in the wisdom of their path. Looking back on your life, you might remember that even the wrong turns would sometimes bring you to the right path, and so it is for everyone. Therefore, judging others and trying to fix them or their life has no purpose. This energy would be better spent on yourself and guiding your own life to the best outcome as you see them. Lead by example if you feel called to do so, or share your thoughts if invited, but otherwise try to allow others to be who they are, flaws and all. Allow them to make their mistakes and proceed on their journey, for it is as valid as yours. Okay, and next is the brown bear of strength. It reminds you of how incredibly strong and powerful you are. You survived your childhood. You survived all the weight of your circumstances. You made it this far. Even though you might wear scars left by your experiences, you ultimately did overcome them and came out stronger and wiser than before, even if the pressure seems unmanageable right now. Know that you have the strength to get up and channel your inner authentic power to help you get through anything. You can do this. But also, just like the bear, at times you might need to hibernate indefinitely until you gather all the little bits of yourself into the powerful human force that you are. Now, the giraffe, my self-acceptance, reminds us to embrace everything that makes us different from our surroundings, which makes us stand out in the crowd. It reminds us that we need to take a stand. It reminds us to bring love to all the unloved parts of ourselves, all those little things that we are so used to hating or denying, all those parts of ourselves that we were told to reject, parts that didn't fit in. Just like little children, these parts are desperately waiting to be loved and accepted, not just by anyone out there, but by you. First and foremost, every single one of these denied parts carries gifts with them, once embraced and accepted unconditionally. Okay? So I want you to take these totems with you this week. Okay? Now, that was the time spent with me, MJ. I just want to let you guys know that I love you for coming through and spending time with me as I get you spread out for the collective this week, the energy surrounds you, and the energy that you are working through this week. Like I said, if you need any personal readings, I got you. Hit me up in the DM because I will not DM you, and that is true as through as you can go. Okay? But I am your girl, positioned spiritually, MJ. Psst. When spirit calls, I hear it. All right, y'all. I love you. Have a great week, and we shall touch back on Wednesday or Thursday. We'll see. Bye.